Exciting week ahead in women's golf. The 18th playing of the Solheim Cup goes to the Andalusia region of Spain. Opening ceremony on Thursday. Foursomes getting underway on Friday at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. You'll see that on Golf Channel. Europe's won 2 in a row. Team USA, captained by Stacey Lewis. 5 rookies, but they're accomplished. Lilia Vu won 2 majors in 2023. Allison Corpuz won the U.S. Women's Open at Pebble Beach. And there is Rose Zhang. A lot of people looking forward to seeing Rose. Keep an eye on Lexi Thompson. She's in the midst of a really terrible slump. Meanwhile, Suzanne Pettersson captains the European side. 12 players, 7 countries, 5 from Sweden. 8 members of that winning 2021 team are returning, including Celine Boutier, who won a major this year, the Evian. Leona Maguire is back as well. She was 4-0-1 at the Solheim Cup 2 years ago. And with that, we welcome Beth Ann Nichols. She covers the game better than anyone on the LPGA Tour side. And Beth Ann is a writer for Golf Week. Beth Ann, thank you for joining us. So very simply, who's favored in this Solheim Cup and why?
Well, for once, you have to say Team Europe, even though if you really were to divide the rankings technically on paper, the U.S. is slightly has a slightly better ranking overall. But when you add in home soil, the momentum of winning the last 2 cups, you know, you can't hide from the fact that the Europeans are no longer an underdog.
Beth Ann, tell me about Cheyenne Knight. She's a captain's pick. She's going to be a rookie on this Solheim Cup team. Let's get a little knowledge about what she's about.
Yeah, so Cheyenne won the Dow Lakes event earlier this year, which is a team event with Elizabeth Zokol. She's a very consistent player, has had a really consistent season, a strong all-around game. She's not a long player, but this golf course will be set up, from what Stacey Lewis is telling me, fairly short, on the shorter side. So length isn't going to be an issue for Cheyenne. You know, she actually plays out of Shady Oaks with Angela Stanford, who happens to be one of the assistant captains on this team, fellow Texan, along with, of course, Stacey Lewis. So there's a lot of knowledge there between Angela and Cheyenne, intimately familiar with her game. So, you know, Cheyenne is a former Alabama player and got a shout out from Nick Saban that she was very excited about.
Shady Oaks, Ben Hogan's old club right down the road from Colonial. Beth Ann, what's your assessment of the United States team?
You know, it's a whole new vibe. It really feels like a changing of the guard this year when you look at the core group of players. And while there are a number of rookies on this team, you know, as Stacey has said, they're rookies in sort of name only. There's 5 in total. But when you look at a player like Rose Zhang or Lilia Vu, who of course won 2 majors this year, and Allison Corpuz, as you said, another major winner. These are players who, while they haven't competed on a Solheim Cup team, have represented Team USA on many occasions, you know, Curtis Cups, World Amateur Team Championships, and they're familiar with winning. So while there are a lot of players in this team that haven't won a Solheim Cup before, the vast majority, there are a lot of players who haven't lost one either, and are really only used to winning in these types of competition and have a lot of experience with match play, especially in collegiate golf, playing under a tremendous amount of pressure on a team.
How deep is the Lexi Thompson slump, and what do you suspect Captain Lewis will do with Lexi?
It's pretty severe, you know, and I mean, we all know Lexi. She works extremely hard. I'm sure she's been grinding all the way up till she got on the airplane. But, you know, it's interesting. I talked to Laura Davies. I said, Laura, can you find your game at a Solheim Cup? And she said that she's actually done it in the past a few times where she's made putts that she wasn't making all year. But for Lexi Thompson, it's not just a shaky putter or shaky short game. It's through the bag. Her ball striking has really been off this year in a major way. This is a player who's normally in the top 5 in greens and regulation, and she's struggling to crack the top 75 right now. So it'll be interesting. She doesn't have a partner on this team. Nobody that she's ever played with on the Solheim Cup before is on Team USA. So it'll be an all new ball game for her.
So the European side seems to have so much more experience on paper, and Lexi, who's struggling, is our most experienced Solheim Cup player. What role do you give experience in this Solheim Cup?
Well, you know, I think experience always is an important factor. But I think, you know, when you really look at for Team USA, they're really just going to have to to really dig deep into we know what it's like to win at team competitions, even if it's not the Solheim Cup, and all the past experience that they've had on other teams, but I definitely think Europe has the advantage here. There are 5 Swedes on this team with a lot of experience, and I think that's a strong core for Team Europe. And they even have rookies like Lynn Grant and Maya Stark, who played a lot of competitions together representing Sweden. They've actually never lost a foursomes when they've been paired together. So they're undefeated. So I think we'll probably see them together. They even won the Sunningdale foursomes, a pretty famous competition over in England. So I think that's probably an automatic pairing. If it's not, then a lot of eyebrows will be raised.
And Lynn Grant is a really exciting talent. Charlie Hall's found another gear. Always fun to do. Look at these lineups and find some natural pairings. On the U.S. side, do you see any that you say, yeah, Stacey Lewis has to put those two out together, and why?
Well, it's funny. I was thinking earlier today, who are you going to put Lexi with? Honestly, I really don't know that there's a natural pairing there. But I wondered if she might try an Allie Ewing, who is one of the more experienced players on the team. Very calm, consistent player. I thought that might be an interesting go. I think they're, to me, a lot more obvious on the European side, but maybe we see Andrea Lee and Rose Zhang, 2 Stanford players. Although they didn't really play together, they have a lot of commonalities, and of course grew up in California. A lot of California players on this team that have a lot of deep roots together. So, but when you look at Suzanne Pedersen's picks, and you say, well, why Caroline Hedwall? Of course, she has a tremendous amount of passion and of course, went 5-0 10 years ago in the Solheim Cup. So she has a lot of success in the past, but she is ranked outside of the top 100, as is Emily Pedersen. But then when you look at who they've played with, Caroline Hedwall typically pairs with Anna Nordquist well, and Emily Pedersen played really well with Charlie Hull 2 years ago at Inverness. So I really think, as much as it was about vibes and energy for Suzanne, it also really came down to comfortable pairings when it came to her picks.
Yeah, Caroline Hedwall's played in 4 Solheim Cups. She's 8-6-1, and Charlie Hull has an excellent record. 5 previous Solheim Cups, 11-5-3. I think on that U.S. side, they need a big week from Nelly Korda. She, quite arguably over the last 3 years is their best player. Didn't win a major this year, but they need her to stand up and be a huge presence. Beth Ann, thank you so much. We're looking forward to a great Solheim Cup.
Thank you.